And 2 women are recovering tonight after the shooting at the intersection near In-N-Out left one of them fighting for her life. Tonight, their family describes the shooting, the moments of heroism, and the long road to recovery ahead. Here's Gabriela Lopez.
They began to get shot at in the intersection right up in front of In-N-Out.
Karen Eliserio says her sister, 31-year-old Isabel Torres, and sister-in-law, 34-year-old Carla Diaz, who is pregnant, were riding together to a friend's gathering in Twin Falls when in the blink of an eye, everything changed.
They were shot at multiple times. Carla had very minor injuries, but we believe a bullet grazed her head and her hand. My sister, unfortunately, did receive multiple shots.
Isabel, who was sitting on the side where the shots were fired from, was severely injured.
Multiple gunshots in her flank area. It did break 3 ribs. It did lacerate her liver.
Despite being shot multiple times, Karen says Isabel focused on one thing: getting her pregnant sister-in-law to safety.
My sister was so brave and such a hero that she was able to guide my sister-in-law all the way to the hospital. She was the one that told her to duck down, that they were being shot at.
Carla is 5 months pregnant, due in November, and she was released from the hospital the same day.
She's really, really grateful for Isabel, for my sister.
But Isabel was flown to Salt Lake City and rushed into critical care.
A fragment of the bullet entered one of her heart arteries. So it was critical for her to get her down here just in case, something could go bad.
Isabel is now out of the ICU, and Karen says this is just the beginning of a journey.
I think she has a really long road to recovery. I think mentally and physically, it's just something so unexpected, right? I think not only for her, but for her daughters. She does have 2 daughters. She has a 15 and 13-year-old daughters. And I think it's just, I believe it's just mentally gonna be a long, long road.
Isabel turns 32 on August 7th, and this year, her family says just having her here to celebrate is enough.
When she woke up, she asked if my sister-in-law was okay. She just made me the symbol of a sign that I was, like a pregnant person, and I knew that she was asking for my sister-in-law.
Yeah, these stories are just so hard to hear. That family has set up an online fundraiser to help with Isabel's medical bills and long-term recovery. They're also asking the community to keep Isabel, Carla, and their children in their thoughts as they navigate the months ahead.